How to get rid of a pimple overnight. So, it's the night before your big day. Maybe you have a job interview, a party to go to, a date with your hot teacher. Or hell, maybe my advice has worked so well for you that it's the day before your wedding. You go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh fuck, I have a huge pimple. What do? Well, it's pretty obvious what you did. You look this shit up on YouTube and here we are. So, let's not waste any time bullshitting, okay? Number 1, use sandalwood oil. Sandalwood oil has been used since the ancient Egyptian times for all types of shit. But if you got a big fat pimple sitting on your face, then you'll want to use a mixture of sandalwood and water to soothe and calm the redness and irritation from the pimple, and help reduce the irritation and swelling. You see, the thing that makes pimples look really noticeable is the redness and inflammation. So if you can reduce that, your pimple will look way less noticeable. Also, the cool thing about sandalwood oil is that not only will it help you get rid of pimples, but it also makes your skin smoother, healthier looking, and gives you better complexion. It's like a facial threesome. Wait, well, alright, maybe it's not like that, but you know what I mean. Sandalwood oil is dope, especially when it gets all over your face. Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that, god damn it. Next tip. Number 2, apply something acidic to try to dry it out. You ever notice how oily and moist the skin on and around a pimple feels? Well, that's because when the oil in your skin begins to clog your pores and get stuck with dead skin cells and bacteria, it becomes a pimple. That's literally the definition of a pimple. So if you apply something acidic to your pimple, it'll remove the excess oil and dead skin cells. And more importantly, it'll unclog your pores and make it way easier to pop. It also reduces the inflammation and redness as well, which will make it less noticeable. Hey, if you're not sure what to use, I recommend using a bit of lemon juice or vinegar, since they have a high acidic content. That makes drying these motherfuckers out really easy. Number 3, use toothpaste. Now this one's obvious, so I'm not going to waste time on it. But while we're on the subject of drying out a pimple, you should know that applying a dab of toothpaste to your pimple to dry it out overnight is a decent option when it comes to getting rid of pimples. So keep toothpaste in your inventory. Number 4, man up and just extract it. A lot of people don't know this, but there are such tools known as extraction tools that are used to extract pimples. I had no idea until one time I went to the dermatologist and he told me about them. You see, basically, I went in because I had some scarring on my godly back from a fight with Cronus, and I wanted to get some cream to get rid of it and make sure it healed nicely. While I was in there, the doctor noticed I had a pimple on my head, and he was all like, let's go ahead and extract that. And I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on? And with one moment of sharp pain, that pimple was gone. So if you want a painful but effective way of getting rid of these, then get one of these tools. Number 5, prevent it from happening in the first place. The best way to get rid of a pimple is not to have one in the first place. And the best possible way to prevent them is to use a skincare solution that's designed specifically for preventing acne before it happens and treating it in case you do get acne. I recommend the brand new one from our sponsor, TIEGE. They just launched their new acne treatment system that's just as simple and uncomplicated as their standard skincare system. The system comes with a face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with an SPF of 20 to protect your skin, and the most important part, an acne cream that contains salicylic acid, plantain extract, and kukui nut oil. Most acne face washes include salicylic acid, but the problem with that is that the acid gets washed away before it can fully take hold in your skin and start to activate. With TIEGE, you get the salicylic acid in the cream that you put on after you wash your face. So this way, the acid is hard at work fighting and reducing the size of your pimples 24/7. I highly recommend using a complete system like TIEGE as opposed to a bunch of individual products, because TIEGE comes with exact instructions on how to use everything to best prevent and treat your acne. And it comes with everything you need, so you don't have to go out and try a bunch of shit. If you want to check them out, I'll have them linked below with a sweet discount. Number 6, take a hot shower before you try to pop or dry out the pimple. The steam from a hot shower will help open up your pores and unclog them, which will help get rid of the excess oil and some of the swelling on the pimple. You should actually do this before you do anything else because it gives you a good clean slate to start off with and help remove all the grime and dead skin from the area around your pimple, which will make the shit you use to dry it out or extract it much more effective. I probably should have made this step 1, but you guys know I don't like to do more than one take, so fuck it, whatever. Step 6 it is. Number 7, use garlic. Now, if you're a vampire, this is probably not your best option, but for everyone else, rubbing garlic on your pimple will help reduce all that ugly redness and help shrink the pimple dramatically. You see, the juices from the garlic help reduce swelling and irritation and make the pimple significantly smaller because of the antioxidant properties in it. However, I recommend only using a very small amount and only applying it to the pimple because if you're allergic to garlic or have certain skin types, it can actually irritate your skin. So take into account how sensitive your skin is before trying this one out. Number 8. Apply cold water to the pimple. I know some people recommend putting ice on it, but I found cold water to work just as well at reducing the size of the pimple and getting rid of the swelling and redness. Cold water is dope because it makes your pores shrink and tighten, and you can literally access cold water anywhere as long as there's a bathroom, so it works really well in a situation where you don't have access to the other shit I mentioned before. Number 9. If all else fails, just use a girly concealer to hide it. Seriously, I've recommended this before, but a concealer does a pretty good job of making it look like there's no pimple. So, if nothing else works, then having a concealer around is a good option for emergency scenarios like this. And besides, the girl you smash will appreciate you having some for her to use when she wakes up the next morning. And that's it! Alright, let's summarize this bad boy. Use sandalwood oil. Apply something acidic to dry it out. Use toothpaste. Man up and extract it. Use the TIEGE acne system to prevent and get rid of pimples. Take a hot shower. Use garlic. Apply cold water. And use a concealer. And don't forget to check the link in the description to get your hands on TIEGE Hanley's new acne system at a sweet discount.